What's up, everyone? It's your girl Cardi B, and okay, so before I shot this video, I had to tell my mother that, okay, mom, it's time for me to talk about it, and she said, okay, be strong, be strong, be strong. Okay, so my mom is aware. Disclaimer, she's aware I'm about to say this, and thank you for subscribing to my channel. Thank you for watching this video right now, and let's get into it. Romans 1 verse 25 to 27. They exchanged the truth of God for a lie and worshipped and served created things rather than the Creator, who is forever praised. Amen. Because of this, God gave them over to shameful lust. Even their women exchanged natural relations for unnatural ones. In the same way, the men also abandoned natural relations with women and were inflamed with lust for one another. Men committed indecent acts with other men and received in themselves the due penalty for their perversions. I wish somebody has told me this. I wouldn't have. Today is Wednesday, and Wednesdays are for testimonies and stories. Today, I don't know if it's a confession, a testimony, or a story, but I want you to get to know what happened to me. Either how I became a lesbian, or if I was a lesbian, or just let me tell you what happened. I hope this will be unfiltered. Okay, so this is how it all started. I think my mom and dad are separated. If you have watched my Rape to Fire video, my mom and dad are separated. So they had gone through a whole lot of rough patches, and it kind of affected me because I didn't have a daddy figure in my life, you know. So I didn't really like men because of how my daddy was. It felt so strong. So forward to when I was in secondary school. In secondary school, I wasn't really the kind of person who loves schooling. I don't really like school, but I had to go to school, so yeah. So secondary school was okay for me. I made lots of friends, amazing friends, wonderful friends. Thank you so much. And I had great experiences. Good ones, good memories, bad ones, experiences I may not forget. And this is one of the experiences I really remember till now, and I thank God for this platform to talk about it. So in secondary school, I remember when I was in SHS 1 and 2, let me start from SHS 1, a quick one. You know, in secondary school you take your bath in a group. So I was taking my bath with some seniors, and I think after the whole bathing thing, a senior approached me and was like, started touching my hands, like, I like your body, I like your figure, you are nice and everything. And I was like, oh, thank you. And I think I told my school mother about it. You know, in secondary school, you build a whole family, a whole empire. School mother, school father, school uncle, auntie, the whole family is there. In fact, that is your family. So I told my school mother about it, and she told me to be careful. She didn't give me just be careful. So I said, okay. And the senior who touched me told me to come and see her in her house. I don't want to mention any house or any names. So I didn't go, and she kept getting angry with me for not going, but I kept telling my school mother about it. She told me not to worry. And I think, to be honest, I think that was how everything started. Like, I started having skin rash. So those of you who are in secondary school, I went to school with, and you're watching this, you can remember I used to wear pullover, long ones, and the hood. I had rashes all over my skin, and those who are close to me, my school sisters, you all know this. I had rashes all over my skin. I had to go home for treatment, come back, and it comes again. And because the treatment was expensive and my mommy couldn't afford it, she was advised to mix carrots and honey and medicated soap for me to bath with. So those who know me, they know that in my soap it contained carrots and honey and some other medicated stuff, so that my skin rash would just, help. It's really affected my stay in school. I think it was there for a long time. I don't know, I think so. My whole stay or so. I had lots of male friends, even though I wasn't dating anybody. So this is what happened. There were so many rumors about me on campus, so I'm not going to talk about them. I'll focus on this one. Guys do talk to me, like they propose to me, and I said no to them. I said no to them because I wasn't ready for a relationship, and I didn't have any feeling for a guy, like no. But then I had a crush. I had a crush with 2 different guys. So a crush was in SHS 1 or 2, and another one was in SHS 3. I just liked them from a distance, but I didn't have this, I want to be with you. No, I just admired them. I didn't want, that kind of thing. So, fast forward to SHS 2, I don't know what was happening then. I remember I was, in secondary school there are so many church organizations, SU and all that. I didn't really go for SU, not because I wasn't a Christian, but because most of them were hypocrites. Now wait, I'm telling you on record, most of them were hypocrites. It's the kind of hypocrisy where you read in the Bible and God says that make sure your light so shine before men so that they will see the good works of your Father, right? These ones were like, their lights shine during the service, and when they are back, they are doing some other things. So it didn't make me want to join any congregation or something. Like, man, that was bad. They were hypocrites, and there was no way I could just join them. I want to come to the house and then go to my church because I was comfortable in my church. Because whilst we are praying, I'm looking at this girl. It wasn't healthy. So I wasn't really the churchy person when I was in secondary school. Apart from the social gathering, church, fine. But I started going for SC when I was in secondary school, Form 3, because I was going to write to WASI, so I did prayers. That was why I started going. So SS2, SU was going on. I wasn't really partaking in it. And one day I was in the dormitory, and a senior came to call me that they need me in Reverend's office. Now, some people will know this because I think I went with a friend of mine, and I told some other couple of friends. So I went to see the Reverend, and when I went, they were praying in his office. The prayer warriors, they were praying so like serious, on fire for God. And when I got there, the Reverend said something to me, and what he said was, either they've come to report me to him that I'm a lesbian, or he sees, it was something about lesbian, whether I'm a lesbian or I'm about to start my lesbianism act on campus. And I was surprised because I had no feeling for a lady. Like, I didn't feel anything towards any lady. Never. Like, ew. Because I told you I had a crush on someone, so the crush was on a guy, not a girl. So I was wondering where this was coming from. So the whole thing was they had to pray for me. They had to really pray for me. I was there, and all these guys and girls were praying for me to rebuke that spirit of lesbianism in me. I didn't even know I had. They made me know that I had it on that day. So they were telling me that God revealed it unto them that I was a lesbian, and so they were just praying for me. I remember they prayed so much that I started even praying for myself. Like, I didn't know I was a lesbian, so I was praying for myself to stop the act. I don't know. They had to pray to the extent that, you know, when somebody has to hold you and lay hands on you and you be going around. This one I remember so well. I wasn't falling down, and this guy, I don't know his name, but I know his face. This guy was just pushing me around, trying to make me fall. Like, it was crazy. He was just taking me around. I have to fall. I wasn't falling, massa. It got to a time like he had to make sure I just fall on the floor. Hey, Jesus! So they just laid hands on me, and then he pushed me to the floor. I'm telling you, he pushed me. I know myself, and I know the God I serve. I never fell on the floor. He pushed me. They were praying for me, and then I don't know what happened. After the whole prayers, I'd not gone into that prayer coma thing. I was looking at them, so it felt like I had a stubborn spirit. But I was shocked. It was a shocking spirit, not a stubborn spirit. I was just staring at them, like looking at everybody. Like, really? Like, Cardinal, I just went for my, I think, lunch, and you called me, and I'm a lesbian. One moment I'm eating KK, the next moment I'm a lesbian. Like, I was shocked. After the whole prayer section, they told me that God has great power in me. God has given me a lot of power and authority, and I can even heal the sick. And Lord, let me just fast forward. Then I was told to come for counseling every time. To go and see the reverend for counseling. So after the whole prayers, that was Sunday. So from Monday, I had to go and see the reverend for counseling. And so every time I go to see the reverend for counseling, and he was talking to me as if I already have it and God hates it. It. Like, it's like I'm telling him I don't have it, and he's making me feel like that is what the devil will make you think. But for Christ's sake, I have a crush on somebody who is not even crashing back at me. Like, so I don't have it. I was going for counseling and prayer sections and all that, and it was so crazy. I had to call my mom. And I called her and I was like, Mom, I'm a lesbian. And she said, who made you that? Because she was like surprised. Because one moment her girl was fine. Then I go to school and I'm calling her that I was a lesbian. Sorry. She said, who made you a lesbian? Or who told you were a lesbian? And I was like, I've been going for prayer sections. She said, Jesus. Since when? And I told her everything that happened. I was eating KK and I was called to the reverend's office and they started praying for me that I was a lesbian, and I don't know. So I've been going for counseling, and she said, not my child. No, you are not a lesbian. And so she told me I shouldn't go for any section again, and that she's gonna call whoever. So long story short, I think she called the reverend, and I don't know what he said, but I didn't go for the sections again. And I figured out that there were these two girls, my seniors. I think they went to report me. I heard later that they went to report that I was a lesbian. I don't know why. So my mom called and said, no, I shouldn't go for the sections again, and that she had spoken to the reverend, and the reverend is okay. So the reverend called me. I don't know whether it was an apology or a talk, but he said something about that area. But then afterwards, I was walking with that notion. I was walking on campus with the notion that maybe I was, but I didn't know I was. So anytime I felt so shy to bath in public, because I felt like if I should bath with somebody, maybe the spirit will come. I was really suffering within. I was shy to bath in group, apart from with my school sisters. I told you there is family in school, so I only bath with. I only bath with my school sisters. Apart from them, I don't bath with anyone, because I was really scared the spirit will come. Oh, I don't know, because they had planted that seed in my head that I was, and I didn't know I was. So, and I was still crashing on this guy, but now I'm like, I don't know my sexuality, whether I am straight or I'm a spiritual lesbian. I don't know, so I couldn't move forward. So then I didn't go out with anybody in secondary school, and I thank God for that. But after secondary school, I don't know, all of a sudden I still didn't like guys. I still didn't like, you know, but I'm so sorry, I have to continue this video later. I can't. So sorry. I love you guys, but I have to continue later. Please don't forget to subscribe to my channel. Don't forget to comment and like this video. And please share.